Hi, this is Lisa Loves to Crochet and Knit. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this little leprechaun hat for us to wear to go with the beard that we just made. So let's get started with what you're going to need. You're going to need some green yarn, some black yarn, some gold yarn, and then a crochet hook. And I'm using a size J for the hat. And a pair of scissors. And a tapestry needle. So let's start with, let me put that aside, the dark green yarn. And, oops, sorry. And you're going to start with a magic loop. There's my magic loop. I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to put 12 half double crochets in the magic loop. This will fit an adult size hat, 22 to 23 inch size head. So just going to keep putting my half double crochets in there. You can see. Okay, so there's my 12 half double crochets in my magic loop. And then now I'm just going to slip stitch to the very first stitch. There's my slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. So this first stitch, I count that 1 stitch and then that chain 1 stitch as my 2. And then in the next stitch, I'm just going to put 2 regular half double crochets in it. So I'm just going to do this all the way around. Okay, so I've completed my second round, and I've put 2 half double crochets in each stitch around, and that gave me 24 stitches. And so now I'm just going to slip stitch to the first stitch again. And then I'm going to chain 1, whoops. And now I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in that same stitch, and I count that as 2 again. And then the next stitch I'm going to put 1 half double crochet. And so remember, I count that chain 1 and that 1 half double crochet in that same stitch as 2, and then the next one I count as 1. I only put 1 half double crochet in it, and the next one I'm going to put 2 half double crochets. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to alternate. Next stitch I'm going to put 1 half double crochet, and then the next stitch I'm going to put 2 half double crochets, and I'm going to do that all the way around. So I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so I've made it to my third row, to the end, and this is my last stitch. So I'll have 36 stitches, and then I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, and I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the same stitch. Remember, I count that as 2. And then in the next one I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So there's 2 in this stitch, and then there's one half double crochet in these 2 stitches. So the next one is going to do, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in, and then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then don't forget to tighten and knot, and then weave in your ends for your center for your magic loop. I always do that early on. Just a little reminder. And so I'm going to continue with this pattern. 2 half double crochets in the first stitch. Here there's 2 there, and there's 1 half double crochet in the first 2 stitches after. And then you repeat that pattern again. 2 half double crochets, and then 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. I'm going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so I've completed this round and I have 48 stitches in this round. And then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning and chain 1. And then I'm just going to repeat that pattern again. Only I'm going to add a stitch in between there. So there's my half double crochet in that same stitch. Remember, I count this as 2 stitches with the chain 1. And then I'm just going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 3. And so let me do that. So remember, I've put the 1 half double crochet with the chain 1 space. I count those as 2. Then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then the next stitch, I'm going to put 2 double crochets. I'm going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So I've put 2 in that, 2 half double crochets in that next stitch, and now I'm on to the 1 half double crochet in the next 3. And then now I'm going to put 2 again. And so I'll meet you back at the beginning of this. And so this is what how big it's getting. It's getting a little, bigger as we go each round. So I'll see you when I'm at the end of this round. Okay, so I've met to the beginning of this round. So now I have 60 stitches at the end of this round, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. And then I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to do another half double crochet in that same stitch. Remember, I count that as 2. And then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. There's 2, here's 3, and then here's 4. And then now I'm just going to add my increase into this row, or to the stitch, I'm sorry. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 half double crochets, and then in the next stitch I do my increase. So there's 2 half double crochets. And so I'm just going to repeat that pattern all the way around. And this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 row. 3, 4, 5, 6 row. So I'll meet you back at the beginning or the end of this row. Okay, so I've reached the end of this row, and I have 72 stitches, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, and then I'm going to chain 1. Now this is the row that, let me take the hat off, the mannequin. You can see this continuing line. So this is the row that I bend the hat so it goes down. And how I do that is I'm still going to do half double crochets around. So in that first stitch that I'm going to add on each stitch around, I'm going to go into the back loop and the loop behind it or below it. So I'm not going in the front loop, I'm going in these 2 loops behind. So let me show you with my first stitch. So I'm going to wrap around my hook, and then I'm going to go into the stitch, the back stitch only, and then the stitch below that. And I'm just going to pull up a half double crochet, and then you have this line that's going to continue. And so I try to do this a little tighter so it stays firmer there. So I'm just going to continue keeping my stitches pretty tight, but not too terribly tight. And then I'm just going to put 1 half double crochet in those stitches all the way around. You can see how it's turning, how it's going down. So I'm going to continue to do that all the way around. Okay, so I've made it around. You can see the line all the way around. And so I'm on to my last stitch. And you should still have 72 stitches. And I'm just going to go to those 2 stitches below, or the one below. And then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning, and I'm going through both loops on that. and then I'm going to chain 1. And now you're going to start working. Your hat's going to seem like it's really big, and it's not, I promise. And you're just going to continue to work 1/2 double crochet around each stitch, just like you were doing the front and back posts, all the way around. And you're going to do this for the next 8 rows. And remember, if you crochet loose, you could change your crochet hook and use an eye, or if you crochet too tight, you could go up a crochet hook. But this seems to I used to use Karen yarn, and it does have stretch and give the way I crochet. So it depends on your gauge, but I would definitely check it every once in a while to see if you need to maybe, you know, adjust something. So, but this should fit 22 to 23 inch size head. So I'm just going to keep going all the way around. Okay, so I've always counted, double checking, have 72 stitches, and I slip stitch to the beginning, and I chain 1. And then I'm just going to do 1/2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 in each stitch around. And remember to keep your count all the way around so you have the same number of stitches. So I'll just see you at the end of this row. Okay, so I've completed that round, and I'm just going to continue and slip stitch to the beginning. And I just double check, I counted all my stitches around, and I have 72, just like I did at the beginning. So I'm going to continue with this, putting, you know, chain 1 and then 1/2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then make sure 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around, making sure to have 72 when I get back at the beginning. I'm going to do this for a total of 8 rounds, and that includes these 3 and the 4th row. So when I get complete my 8 rows around, I will be back. Okay, so I've met to the last row and the last stitch, and now I'm going to do the trim for the black, and I'm going to not finish that last 1/2 double crochet, and I'm going to insert my hook into the top of the next stitch, and I'm going to pull the black through them, and then, whoops, I broke the yarn. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that black up, and I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet in each stitch around. And I'm not going to cut the green yarn because I'm just going to reattach it after 3 rows. It's kind of really hard to see. So that way I have less stitches to weave in later. So I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And I'm going to do that for 3 rows. So I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, so I've completed my single crochets in black all the way around, and I'm going to slip stitch to the very first chain, and I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and I'm just going to do that, repeat that pattern I've just done. 1 single crochet in each stitch around, slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and then, so I'm doing that only for 3 rows. So this is 1, so I'm going to come back when I'm done with the 3rd row. Okay, so I've completed my black, and it's very hard to see. So now I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. I'm going to weave in my pushing my hook, it's a little hard to get in there, and I'm gonna, whoops, I'm just gonna slip stitch that, and I'm gonna knot that and finish off. And then I'm gonna grab the green from down underneath here, and I'm gonna pull it through the top, loop it up there, and then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm gonna do 1 half double crochet in each stitch around, and I'm gonna crochet over that black end. So just 1 half double crochet in each stitch around with the green. And I'll be back at the beginning or the end of this row. Okay, so I've made it to the back, to the beginning of the green row after I've done the 3 black rows of single crochet, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, just like I've been doing. Now I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to put 1 double crochet in that same stitch, and then the next stitch I'm going to put 1 double crochet. Don't know if you can see that well. And then the next stitch I'm going to put 2 double crochet, and the next stitch I'm going to put 1, and I'm just going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So I'll see you at the beginning or the end of this row. So this is what the hat's looking like. I just completed that round for the brim, and I'm going to so I've completed that whole round, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, and then I'm going to chain 1, or I'm going to chain 2, I'm sorry, and then I'm just going to put 1 double crochet in that same stitch, and then I'm going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch around, and that way the brim will lay a little flatter, but it will still be a brim. So, and then I will see you when I complete this round. Show you close up again. So I'm just going to put a chain 2, and then I put a double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So I'll see you when I'm at the end of this row. Okay, so I've completed that second double crochet round in the last round of the brim, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, and I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to cut my yarn and then knot it, and then don't forget to weave in your ends, and so this is what we got. He looks funny here. Let me lift it up so you can see. Oops. So there's the hat that we just made. And now we're just going to do the gold buckle. And so you're going to need some gold yarn. And let me get back down here. And I'm going to use the same crochet hook, size J. And I'm just going to start with a slip knot on my crochet hook. And then I'm going to chain 19. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I've got my 19 chains. And then now I'm going to make sure not to twist. And I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. Whoops. And then you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to put 3 half double crochets in that same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Let me pull some more yarn here. And then you're going to put 1/2 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, whoops, 3, 4. And then in the 5th stitch, you're going to put 3 half double crochets again. 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to pull some more yarn here, and then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches again. There's 3, here's 4, and I'm going to do 3 double crochets, or 3 half double crochets, I'm sorry, in that next stitch. And then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 2, there's 3, here's 4, and then I'm going to do 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. And then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in each of the next stitches until then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. And so you can see that you're making a little square. So here's 1, 2, and there's 3. And then I stick 1 right there to make it 4 because I don't want it too big. And then I slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, and then I leave a long tail, whoops, so I can attach my buckle to my hat. So there's my buckle that I just made. And then I just attach it to my tapestry needle. First I weave in this end here. And so let me do that. Okay, so I have those ends all weaved in, and then I take my buckle and I adjust how I want to put it on the hat, and I go weave it in, just start weaving it in around that gold buckle. And when you do this, I always make sure I do it to the front of the hat, so I don't have to worry about where the seam is. I always know where the buckle is in the front. So I'm just going to continue to do this all the way around, and then my buckle will be attached to my hat. Okay, and then I go around, after I've completed the outer ring, then I go around on the inside, and that way it stays attached. So I'll see at the end of this. Okay, so I have the buckle all attached now, and so I'll just put them on my mannequin. You can see the back of my camera. And then there you go. You have your leprechaun hat to match the beard we just did last week. So we have a leprechaun hat and beard for St. Patrick's Day. How fun. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.